Hi guys, Rod's Vapes here, back at you this time with a hardware review. And today I'm reviewing the Aspire Reax Mini Kit. And it consists of the Reax mod and the T-Gon tank. So, without any further ado, I'll meet you down on the table and we'll have an unboxing and have a look at it. See you on the table. Okay, so here we are down low with the Aspire Reax Mini Kit Blue. This was sent to me by the good folks over at ecigarettedirect.co.uk for the purpose of this review. Let's have a look at the packaging. There's nothing on the sides. This product contains nicotine, usual warning there. Safety warnings on the bottom, including don't vape in a bin, and also child resistant leak-free refill system. Nothing on the sides. On the top you've got your batch number and your authenticity sticker, and on the back you've got your contents. Right, to open it up, you slide the case off, open the box, and there's the mod in all its glory. You've got the mod, the tank, and a spare glass in the top section. So let's take out the mod, let's take out the tank. Underneath, you've got your warranty card. You've got your user manual, very informative, in shed loads of languages. You've got a special adjustment key. I'll go into that in a minute. You've got a bag of 10 O-rings. You've got the 0.2 ohm coil for your nic salts. Well, that's what I'm going to use it for anyway. You can use it with regular liquid. You've got your USB charging cable. And you've got rather a nice little mouth to lung drip tip. Right, let's look at the mod. Starting from the top, see if I can get it to focus. You've got a gold plated 510 pin, and I love this little pentagram that they've engraved on the top of it as well. Just gives it that little something special. It's all zinc alloy. You've got knurling down the sides. That's on both sides, so it's nice and grippy. On the front, you've got your fire button, you've got your mode select button, you've got a USB charging port, micro, and there's a little LED light on the underneath of that shows green when it's fully charged, blue when it's half charged, and red when it needs to be charged. Now the screen on this is actually on the bottom. So 5 clicks of the fire button turns the device on, and then you have 6 wattages, well, six modes to choose from, and they are bypass, 8 watts, 10 watts, 12 watts, 14 watts, and 16 watts. And then back to bypass. Now I was a bit concerned having the screen on the bottom because I thought it would get scratched up and everything when you put it down. But what they've done is they've included a rubber ring going all the way around the screen, and it's slightly raised, so that should stop the screen from getting damaged when you put the mod down. And on the back, it's just got Aspire Reax Mini. Now let's look at the tank. Now this is the T-Gon tank, and it's supposed to be a mouth to lung and a direct to lung tank all in one. So you can sub-ohm it and you can nic salt it. So that sort of suits me right down to the T. start off with the top. You've got the drip tip. Nice wide one. O-rings are on the bottom. To fill the tank, you look for the drip, and this is a clever little feature which I like, because you can't push it back, it's locked. But to release the lock, you pull up on the sleeve and then push back, and then it allows you to fill up through the kidney slot, which is again a nice little touch. It's got a rubber seal on it to stop any juice from flowing back out after you've filled it up. Once you've filled up, you push forward, the ring drops down and locks it again, and it will not open in your pocket or anything, which is a nice touch. I like that. Another nice touch I like about the T-Gon tank is the way you change the coils. To change the coil, you simply unscrew the base, and there's your coil. You grip the coil at the bottom and pull it out. It's as simple as that. And what happens is there's a little sleeve inside that when you pull the coil out, retracts, it slides forward and seals the juice in the tank, so that if you've got juice in the tank, it won't come out. When you push the coil back in, the sleeve retracts, allowing the juice to flow back to the coil, and you just screw the base on and away you go. Now, to break the tank down, you take the coil out, and this is where the key comes into it. This is only on the TPD version apparently. The other tanks, they don't need this key. But if you look down inside, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, there's two screws, there's two slots. And what the key does is it goes down in the middle, and you'll feel it jump into those slots, and then you unscrew the little screw. And try not to lose it. Once you've done that, you unscrew the top of the tank and it comes apart. Putting it together, you screw the tank up. Now what I've found is easier is to take your little screw and place it on the key first. Then drop the tank on top and screw the tank in. There you go, all locked in. That's the easiest way I've found of doing it. And you place your coil, pop it in, screw the base up, and you're done. The next thing to show you about the tank is the airflows. For direct to lung, you've got a nice big open airflow. If you're in mouth to lung mode, you've got little dots or little hose, and they're all fully adjustable all the way down to 1 to none, and then you've got your large airflow, and then it stops. So let's show you what it looks like on the mod. I do like this blue, it's a lovely colour. The actual device comes in 4 colours. It comes in silver, this blue, purple and black. And that's the mod all together. It fits nicely in the hand. It's quite weighty. It's all zinc alloy, so there's no cheapy plastic. And all in all, a good little mod. Now I'll meet you up top. I'll have a vape on it and give you my thoughts. See you up top. And we're back up top with the Aspire Reax Mini Kit. Now I've got it set up in mouth to lung mode, which means I've got the mouth to lung drip tip, I've got the 1.2 ohm coil. I've got 20 milligrams nic salts. I've got the airflow set to the mouth to lung airflow, and I've got it half closed, which is what I find gives me best flavour in clouds. Let's give it a toot. No problems with the clouds. Flavour is phenomenal for a stock coil. I'd give it at least 8.5 out of 10. I mean, Aspire make good coils anyway, but the flavour on this is just lovely. I have had this in direct to lung mode, and I will say it's a bit restricted. Even with the airflow wide open, the draw was a bit restricted. So I favour it in mouth to lung mode. So what do I think of it? Well, I'll start with the tank. It's leak free. There's not a drop. I've gone through 3 tanks of juice. I've changed the coil twice, obviously testing the direct to lung mode and the mouth to lung mode, and there's not been a single drop spill. It really does work. I like the locking system on the top fill as well, which means you can't push it or knock it and open it up in your pocket or in a handbag. It's just basically a good thought of and well designed tank. What do I think of the mod? Well, the mod, I love the fact that it's metal and not plastic. I like the knurling on the sides, which gives it a nice grip. I like the fact that it's simple to use, that you've only got a fire button and a mode select button, which goes through 6 modes, and that's it. It's basically a nice little kit. It'd be ideal for somebody just giving up smoking and wants to start vaping. What are my pros and cons? Well, my pros, it's leak free, literally leak free. I like the design of the tank. I like everything about the tank. I actually like, especially in mouth to lung mode. It just works a charm. The mod itself, the pros for the mod is its simplicity and its design. It's just thought out properly and executed perfectly. What are my cons? Well, I'll start with the tank, because I had a couple of cons with the tank. The first con being, whoever put them together, you must have hands like a vice, because to open a tank up for the first time, I had to use pliers and a cloth. It was done up that tight. But that's just, it might have just been my tank. The main con with the tank is the key. It's fiddly. I mean, once you get used to doing it, then it's simple and you get quicker at it. It takes seconds to do. But that was a little bit fiddly to start with until I got the hang of how to do it properly. As for the mod, the only con I could find, and I'm being picky, is the screen on the bottom. Now, placing it down on a worktop, the rubber ring protects it perfectly. There's not a problem with that. But if you were a woman and you were to have it in a handbag, I should imagine the screen would get scratched up pretty quick. So whether that would stand the test of time, I don't know. But apart from that, good little device. So first of all, I'd like to give a big shout out to ecigarettesdirect.co.uk for sending me the device for the purpose of this review. With that said, if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. If you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button. If you want to get notifications of when I upload new videos, hit the bell. With that said, happy vaping!